again to my channel. It's your boy B to the K to the D and the Nas, aka Read AD, in the building that we bust up the place right now. Alright, today I want to share, I want to talk about something sensitive and so crazy, how I got myself to Europe and the challenges and everything I went through. You know, most people will sometimes see you and think like you came here by the help of somebody, or somebody brought you with your family or something like that, and they don't know what actually you went through getting to where you are at the moment. You know, I guess a lot of people have been waiting for this moment. They keep asking, I should share my story, I should share my story. So I guess today is finally the day that I need to share the story, but it's so long story, so I want to make it episode by episode. So how my journey began, you know, to Libya, to Europe, was so crazy. In 2012, I can't remember the exact month, but I think it was somewhere around in summertime. It was summertime, yeah. And I decided to come to Libya. And I didn't even know that going to Libya, you have to even go by bus. Because I had to go with one man who lives in he's a tenant in my father's house. So this man was like, yeah, we're going to Libya, blah blah blah, you need a passport, you need this. So when I got passport, I thought like, with a passport that means I'm going to fly, right? And that time I've heard about Libya stories, but it wasn't that much. I had just, you know, few knowledge about the Libya traveling and everything. And before then I had also had a dream seeing myself on a land really wide and big, and it's like have no end, and I didn't know what it meant. But fast forward, passport, everything been done, the day we set to leave has been fixed, and then we were going, we got a bus, started traveling, going and going. That was the moment I realized so we are going with bus and not plane. So I didn't also want to ask the man, because I don't know why, but I was just feeling like I know everything, you know, and I don't want to be like that weak guy. So I'm like kind of the tough guy. So what's up, whatever it is, let's get into it, you know. So we crossed when we get to the border between Ghana and Niger. No, first it was the border between Ghana and Burkina Faso. When we get to the border, and then they were checking the passport and everything, it was really crazy. And the leader of us come down from the bus. So when we came down from the bus, they were inspecting, and the policemen were taking money from people before they would let them cross and everything. And me, I was being so stingy that I was hiding the money I have. So I have to go behind the car. So when the car will be driving, I'll be on the opposite side to hide from the policemen. And I don't know why, but unfortunately they didn't see me. So I crossed the border from Ghana. And once you cross the border, like the Ghanaian police are standing on the Ghana border. And then when you go like maybe 100 meters, you see the Burkina Faso policemen standing on also that border. So you cross here and cross there. So when I crossed that part, we got to their place. That was when everything changed and everything got tense. So the people just like, the weather of the place and everything, it was just weird, so hot and crazy. And that was the moment I felt like I have left paradise. Honestly, that's the first word I said. I was like, why did I leave Ghana? You know, because in Ghana, I think the freedom of movement, the freedom of speech, everything is working perfectly. But we were still complaining when we were in Ghana. But when I went to Burkina Faso, I realized that no, Ghana was even much better, way better. Not to say that Burkina Faso is bad, no, but that is what I was used to. So I wasn't used to this new environment and the way the place was hot. So fast forward, paying bribes on the road to give to the policemen and the soldier men on the street, and then you keep going and going. So we went and crossed Burkina Faso border again between Burkina Faso and Niamey, which is Niger. So when we enter into Niger, the food I ate there was shocking. Tell you, they had some rice, and whilst eating this rice, you feel the dust, you feel everything, and you cannot complain, because if you look around, everybody's eating it and enjoying. And when you put the thing in your mouth, you cannot chew them. So I started swallowing. I had to swallow the rice, you know. I had to swallow the rice so that I get used to, so that it don't look like, what are you trying to show? Are you trying to say you're better than the other people or no? But it was just that I wasn't used to that thing, and I haven't eaten something like that before. So it was just, for me, really uncomfortable moment. But I had to go through all those stuff. So getting to Niamey, and then they had to take us to one village. That is where you cross from Libya. That's when you are preparing yourself to cross the desert to Libya. So we were in that camp for, I think, 3 weeks or a month, with couple of people from different country, like what do you call it, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Niger, like a whole lot of people. But majority of us were from, like, majority of the people were from Nigeria, and then the second majority people were from Ghana, and then the other countries were just like 2 people, just like that, in the camp that I was. So they prepare us to get into this Toyota Heroes, and then we get into these cars. So once we get into these cars, and then in the car, it's just like, normally if you want to sit in normal, you're not gonna be more than 5 people, or maybe not, let me say not more than 10 people, right? But this is how they do it. They put sticks, like anyone who is familiar with Harry Potter will know what I'm talking when they sit on their stick broom to fly with it. So something like that, you put it in the car like this, and then you put your bags. Everybody have a bag, you know, your luggage. So you put it in the car, so that it will be on it will be covering the stick. So you have the rest of the stick that is outside is where you're gonna sit on to hold it tight. So every lane is sitting like more than 10 people, and the other side is sitting like 10 people, and then the back side is sitting like 7 people, and then in the middle is filled up like with 20 people. So in Gizamte it was like all together it's like from between 30 and 50 people in that small car. And then that time we already have our water and everything filled inside, so we all sitting on the things, and then we just driving. And then it took us 7 days on the desert, just to make things fast forward. Yeah, so it took us 7 days on the desert, and it was really crazy, really crazy, because we got lost on the desert and it wasn't fun at all. It got to a time or a point where the water that we need to use them to drink and eat was what the driver, which is, I think they are from Chad, they are Chad people. And Chad is also, if you are wondering where Chad is, it's a small country in or on the desert, a part of the desert. Yeah, that's where Chad is. So these are the people driving us, with some of the Niger drivers, and these people are really let me say, these people are really mean. But the people who were driving us were really mean and crazy and weird, and they fear nothing. Like, they can just kill you and just move on with no hesitation, you know. So we got lost because the guy turned up the compass and then just giving the driver a wrong direction, and then we just got lost on the desert, and we had to find a water to drink because it got to a time we were really thirsty. So finding water to drink, there was a place we bumped into, and they had this well, really long well, dig over there. And then I think people, they said, that's what it said and written also on the well. I think when they built it in 70 something or whatever it is, the date I forgot, I'm not really sure, but I think maybe 80s or something like that. Yeah. And the water was really dark, black, scary, and it's like a lot of animal is like dead in that water. You know, the well was really dirty. And then what do we have to do? We have no choice than to drink it, you know. So we did drink it, and it was sad. If I remember that moment, it still feels so crazy that I wouldn't have ever imagined myself drinking something like that, because you can see that there are dead animals in the water. You don't know whether the dead animals are the dead things inside the water, whether they are human beings, whether they are birds, whether it's a camel or whatever it is. You have no clue. You just have to drink something to survive. And so you take your clothes like this, and then you kind of sieve in it, you know. You sieve the water with your shirt, and like you drink it like this. And that moment was weird. So after that, we got to a place where there was rocks, and then like kind of mountain that people write their names and their dates, their family name there. So when you write it on that rock, it's like it never goes off, you know, it stayed there permanent. So when we got there, and then people were writing their names, I took a small stone, wanted to write. I can't remember what exactly I wrote, but I wanted to write something. And then I saw a small tree in the middle of the desert. Small one, really skinny, tiny one. Like you can see the tree is really tired and old. When I saw it, and I was like, I saw myself here. I've been here before. I felt comfortable at that environment. And I realized that so it was the dream I had back home before coming here. Then I realized that was the desert I saw, you know. And I checked the shirt and everything I was wearing and the bag I had. It was exactly the same thing I had in the dream. And then I knew that I would be safe, because in the dream I was safe. So they move us to one place to rest, and in the evening we have to continue to drive. And then there was one guy who was really hungry, and then I think he also didn't drink the water we drank, and then he wanted to kill himself. You know, he wanted to kill himself, but unfortunately it didn't work, because he went and lay in front of the car for the car to step on him, but the car just stepped on one side of his chin, you know. His cheek, one side of his cheek, and then they just clear it off. And it was really bad moment for him, but what we get to do, no hospital, no anything there, no medication, we just have to continue driving. So we just throw him inside, and then we continue driving. Some people who got caught by the driver, you know, to cut long story short. So most of us got injured, some were killed because we were too much to fit in the car. And when we got to a place called Sabah in Libya, that is where you get to first before you even continue your journey. When you get to Sabah, now the driver that you have paid to bring you to Libya, the driver is gonna hand you over to another ghetto in Libya, which is also like a camp, right? They keep you in that room like a prisoner for you to pay them money before you can go out. So this is what they will tell you, that you were sold to us. You know, the driver sold you to us, so you have to pay this amount of money. And honestly speaking, that was the very first time that I realized that I have a father, you know, because I think it was just all crazy all the time, and I was always questioning like, why is it between me and my father always this and that, but not to talk about family matters. Yeah, so that was the moment I felt like, yeah, I called him, I told him, and then the next morning he went and paid the money. So I was not even held like as a prisoner for even a second, and then they released me. But I had nowhere to sleep, so I have to go out and find a job to do, and in the evening come to the same place to sleep because I didn't have anywhere to sleep until I find one uncompleted building. I started living there, gathered some boys, made my team, and then we were just hustling on the street, finding job, day to day job to do to get some small money to feed ourselves, you know. And my dear, that is the place that at my time, I don't know, everybody have a different story to Libya, but at my time, that was when if you have even the feet of chicken to prepare pepper soup, it wasn't easy. Hey, you will see like you are drinking water, but my dear, you are telling yourself it's a soup just to have confidence to eat they have this, like, I don't know what you call it, they use meal to do it, like a flour to do it. Yeah, so it's something like banku, but it's not banku. It's in Libya they call it dege. Yeah, so those that have been in Libya before will be familiar with that word, dege. So my dear, you'll be eating it with dege like you are eating the proper banku with some better okra stew. But my dear, forget now where they not send you. So it's happened like that. Suffered. The tension, the beating from Arab people, the way the treatment was really crazy, and I never knew it was like that until I got there. So what again happened? Yeah, there was a guy I met, and then most people were thinking like we are really twins, or we are the same, or kind of, but he was from even a different tribe, different place, and I'm also a different person, different tribe. But if they give something to me, or if I give something to somebody and they see him, they will give it to him unless we are standing together. So this was the guy I also wanted to help, and I tried my best, and I was able to help him by raising money and everything for him, and his family also paid half of the money back home, and then everything was successful. And then there was a guy whom we were with on the desert. So when he got there, he had his own money, so he paid for the ghetto fee that same night, and he went out. So he went to a place called Zwara in Libya. So when he got there, no, sorry, he went to a place called Tajura. Yeah, he went to Tajura. So he bring me to Tajura, and then once I was there with him, I worked with him, get us some money, and he wanted to use that as an advantage, you know, to trample on me and then kind of like enslave me, some kind of shit like that. And then I said, no, it no go happen for here. We were really hard guys before we left home, not because we are quiet, we will let you trample on us like that, you know. So I didn't agree, and I also called the guy I helped in the ghetto to get out, also find somebody to go and live with in Tripoli. So I called them, and then they also sent a taxi to come and pick me up, and then I went to where they were, and then we started working together, and through them I knew some other guys, and then we just connecting with people just like that, you know. So the man I even left home with, the guy even left me. The guy, when it got to hard time, my dear, he just left. Didn't even know where he was. Now it was just me alone, knowing nobody. But he has been in Libya before, and I was thinking, oh, with this person will be easy. This man just even left. I was the one who have to look for, when I got really settled, I was the one who have to even look for him, call home for his number to find where he is. I went and visited him one time. You know, the good heart person, you cannot just ignore person because they did one or two wrong. You know, at least they helped you somewhere. You know, so you remember that and still so do some positive stuffs. You know, so it was just a whole lot of crazy things happening, but blessed be to God, we're able to overcome all those challenges and everything. So fast forward, I'm in Tripoli and I stayed in different places, but I'll talk about that one in different videos. What happened in Libya, what happened exactly in Tripoli, what I went through, how I was being sent to the prison, and how I crossed the river to Italy to Europe. Basically, I'll talk about that one in the next video. I think this is long enough. Yeah, even this one I think we should divide it into two though. Yeah, so I'm even lost of energy right now to even say boss of the place right now. You know, it's your boy B to the K to the D and the NAS in the building once again. Please do me a favor and share this video for me. Please do me a favor, share this video for me and tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. I'm begging you, and please leave a comment below. Beg you, please subscribe. That will really help me and turn my life around. And if you want to support me, please reach out to me on Instagram. Comment down the description below. You can send me an email, an inbox, and I will reply you immediately. Thank you so much. May God bless you and have a nice week. Love you all.